All right, so Battlefield is finally on the horizon.
And I'm double bricked up.
But we had
I can't wait.
already promised ourselves that we would not allow ourselves to get hyped once again for another Battlefield, considering how bad the reception
boy.
was for 2042.
I was bamboozled on 2042.
We all were. But hi, I'm Cal. I'm here with Ghost and Duke.
And I'm Ghost.
And I'm Duke.
God damn it. You switched it up. It's crazy. That man said I ain't getting no awkward silences this time.
Right. Y'all been struggling for
Dude.
years. It's enough of that. But anyway, we've all watched the trailer. So, what did you think? Are you excited? You hyped? You ready?
Go ahead, James. I'll let you take that one there, buddy.
You mean Duke?
I watched the trailer
Yeah, that one.
early this morning. I woke up. I was like, I'm pretty sure the trailer dropped. I got a notification, so I looked at it and I was thoroughly impressed. It's modern. It's got all the guns in there. The gameplay looks smooth. The destruction was the first thing I noticed.
Right.
After, I don't know, about 10, 20 seconds into the video. So, I mean, it's got me already. Watched some shorts on it, and it's out of this world. I hope they know what they're doing, building this anticipation in everybody.
Right.
I hope they do.
Because this is the same exact feeling everybody got a few years ago when 2042 dropped its trailer. Got us all excited, but when we got in that beta, its true
It's all
colors,
screen tearing.
Its true colors started to reveal itself.
Oh boy.
But yeah, unfortunately, yes, the trailer got me hyped. I liked the first, I think it was like a minute or two where you could see like the cameras trying to focus in. Obviously, it's a press conference for the president. He finally gets there up on stage.
Amazing trailer start.
Right. Telling just by these scars on his hand that he most likely is a soldier or was also involved in combat at some point in time. I can only guess by the way he was rubbing his hands, and they looked like they were freshly bruised. So he had gotten into a fight somewhere. But I liked, like, during his speech, it was cutting from him talking to, like, very visceral moments, like, in combat. Like, the trailer is just so well done. The marketing team for Battlefield is A+ all the time. They never miss with the trailer. My God, those people deserve a raise. But yeah, like Duke was saying, like the destruction absolutely was the first thing that I noticed, because that's classic Battlefield. That is the core of why we play Battlefield, is because of that chaos. We don't believe in doors. If I need to get in, I'll just make one. That type of destruction was missing from 2042. Is actually one of the biggest problems. Well, it had a lot of big problems, but yeah.
It did.
Right. I don't know which one outshone the other one the most, but yeah, it's nice to see, because the vibe that I was getting was Battlefield 4, but brought up to like modern day graphics. That's the feeling that I got from this trailer. I'm just so excited, and I'm also excited because they've been doing playtest, constant talks with the community. We talked about this in our Battlefield video last week. But it's just nice to know that they are really taking the community's opinion on this game and trying to do their best. That can serve the player base, because that's your core audience. Like, you have to serve your core audience. Let your core audience do the outreach. A lot of games want to try to appeal to as broad as an audience as they can, but I do not believe that is the best way to go. I think you should appeal to your core first, and then let your core appeal to the audience around it, because we're going to bring our friends in, obviously. Immediately, if I'm having a good time, I'm like, I need everybody in here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Ghost, what did you think?
I didn't think anything. No, that's a lie. I'm lying. I'm gonna I was just thinking about this, and I think the unsung hero to that video being posted was the fact that there were 70,000 people watching it. That's a good sign.
Right.
Like outright,
Oh yeah.
there's a player base that wants it to be good. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I like the destruction. I like, the updated graphics. Obviously, it's a promotional trailer. It's supposed to get your bricks up, and I'm cool with that. But the one thing I really like that straight away, even from the 2042 world, it was dirty. The whole place was dirty. The the NPCs that you see running around are dirty. The
Right. Gritty.
battleground is a battleground.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
murky. It's
Yeah.
tough. It looks like the characters have seen some things. Like
Right.
I believe it was
It was emotional too.
Battlefield. Well, was it Battlefield with the original World War II where it had that guy on the front emblem or on the front of the case that had like really blue eyes, but that man had been through something? Like
Yeah.
that's when I think Battlefield, that's what I think. I don't think everyone clean that has gel in their hair. It's
And
supposed
quirks
to be
at
a
the end
gritty
of it.
game.
Yeah, bro. You
Can't do that.
yeah, you talked about being bricked up, man. When I saw that, like,
I'm in, bro.
not
I'm
like
in.
real,
I'm in all
real,
day.
real shit. Like when you see that, you see the emotion, on his face. Like, bro slammed his hands on the table in the warm room or their gear room, and the emotion behind it, you saw it. It's like grievous all over their faces, like they had been fighting a fucking war. Like
Right.
I feel like with that video they pulled some emotion out of a bunch of people. And if anybody thinks that they're reaching with this video, I'm gonna let you know this right now. um, every streamer, your favorite streamer, is going to be playing Battlefield. It's not just
It's
it's
gonna
not
be a thing,
enough.
man.
Yeah, it's not enough for the video to come out and everybody watching it. Like Ghost said, 70,000 people watching it, but your favorite streamer is gonna be playing this. Like it's a thing. Everybody was so disappointed with 2042, and then we finally got back. Like I was full mass when I saw
That's
fast
crazy.
helmets, fast helmets,
That's crazy. I'm so
Peltors, and one part of the video. Shout out to Punish for putting this in there. But like mid game, he was running just a regular like upper on a P90, it looked like, and then mid game, while he was playing, he was able to put a suppressor
Oh
on
yeah,
his
that's a
P90.
2042 mechanic. Yeah, that was really
Right.
nice.
And
I'm
they
glad
On the
kept
they
fly
that.
brought. Yeah, I'm
customization.
glad they
Yeah.
brought that
And they
back.
kept that.
That's the only thing I want them to bring over. Nothing else. Nothing else from that game deserves any attention. I'm sorry.
You want to know
Well, the
one
classes,
thing?
the classes too. The classes, yeah.
Well,
No,
if the
actually, those
classes actually
classes.
work the way they are
Right.
supposed to work, sure.
Those classes
Well, they
came
did a
late.
revision. They did a
Yeah, they did a
revision.
revision in
Right, but it took them a
2042.
year and a half to get
Right.
that.
After extreme rage from the community.
You know what though? Before we get too far into it, one thing
Yeah.
I think is kind of really interesting because I've been really into Call of Duty here recently, but I loved about the trailer. I don't just hear gunfire in the background, right? I hear people. It sounds bad, and I hear it when I say it, but you hear people screaming. There's ambient
Yeah.
noise of
Right.
war going on. There's planes and helicopters and tanks and shit falling over. It's not just
It's
oh,
not child's play.
I can go third party that guy over there. I hear like I'm hearing other things than just gunfire in the background. I think that's really cool. I'm going to go on the record now that I hope the game truly resembles at least 70% of what that trailer is.
Yes.
Because if it is, it's going to be a great game.
Now, honestly, I have been watching alpha gameplay, and to be honest, it absolutely looks like somebody took Battlefield 4 and just revamped it, and we got brand new maps. Because honestly, when 2042 failed, people were just begging them, just for the love of God, just remaster Battlefield 4 at least, so we can have something to resemble what we used to love. But
That urban warfare.
yeah, that urban
Well,
warfare that
I
we
don't want
used
to talk out of my ass though,
Yeah.
because I know you and I were talking about it when it really dropped off. Like we went off the cliff when it went from like 80,000 to like 2,000.
Yes.
I think you and I looked it up one day. When it initially fully dropped off, Battlefield 4 numbers peaked again.
Right. And
And that
Battlefield
should
1,
really tell
I
you
think
something.
Battlefield
Like there's
1 or
a
5 numbers too.
problem. Yeah, that just tells you there's something wrong with what you, well, having a guy that actually created Candy Crush run your development is probably problem number one, but that's neither here nor there.
Also, another thing that I liked, me and Duke talked about this in the last Battlefield trailer, something that was incredibly controversial that they were going to implement into this new Battlefield was the class system. So we've always enjoyed the classes. You know, they certain classes have specific weapons and equipment that they should be using.
Right.
So
Agreed.
yeah, agreed. I feel like everybody across the board agrees that that's the way it should be. So the controversial thing was that they were not taking that out in Battlefield, but they were going to allow all classes to use all the weapons, but
No.
it seems like the equipment itself was locked to that specific class. Also,
Okay.
if you leaned heavier into your class, you would get perks for that weapon. So, for
And I'm
example,
okay with that.
if you were recon or something, maybe you can aim down sights faster, stuff like that, reload faster,
Fair.
stuff like that.
Fair.
But another thing that they have added that I actually like, that I think it was just tweeted out a couple of days ago or maybe a month ago, they're going to have playlists where if you want to play that hardcore style, then
I'm in.
they will have that. And if you want to play,
I'm in.
all weapons available, but I think it's equipment locked. I'll have to, fact check that, but there will be two separate
Well,
playlists if you want that hardcore Battlefield experience that we're used to, and then like the new experience. I'm
well,
also,
didn't 2042 did that though, where you leaned into your specialist because if you were a recon and you used a sniper rifle or a
yeah,
marksman rifle, one of those, you had extended breathing, holding breath. So
yeah.
like there
Yeah.
were little things and things like that, but I still shouldn't
Okay.
be able to see a fucking sniper being an engineer. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
All right. So let me ask you guys this. So since we're on the topic of talking about the classes and then certain things being specific to that class, would you guys want to see in this game or hope to see in this game some kind of skill tree for each class?
No.
When
Well,
I had
you got to give
never,
me more than that.
yeah,
No.
I had never thought
No,
about
because
that
well,
because I actually, yeah, I would like because
no.
that would
Mm-mm.
actually incentivize people to play more, especially if you were
Yes.
to because the perks I would like the perks to only be available if you were to use the weapons in that class. So incentivized to keep using the you're incentivized to go further into that class. Also, the longer you stay in it, the better you get as that class. That would be insane. It would have to be done right. But yeah, it
What?
can work if they had a skill tree. I ain't talking about something
What?
crazy, but I'm
No,
talking
no, no,
about like,
no,
yeah,
not like Breakpoint where they
right,
got fucking where you can close your eyes and see everything. Like not
right.
anything crazy,
But
not
like
anything
yeah, but
crazy like
something like
that. But
20% increase in repair speed, something like that if you're an
okay,
engineer, like
what a-
stuff like
what
that.
about you, G?
I don't want a skill tree. I don't want nothing to do with it, to be honest with you, because the problem as soon as you get a skill tree, it's the thing I don't like about it is everything that I play that has a skill tree within 12 hours of that fucking game going live, meta this, meta that, don't use this. I don't want none of that. I want you just to be able to jump in and be able to play. Now, I will also backtrack that and say if there's a skill tree for weapons, like a certain class, you get better weapons that aid in that specific specialty you want to play, sure. But you start looking at anything that has a skill tree, it's going to take, like you said, your favorite YouTuber get on there and go, just so you know, this MP5 is trash, so you got to use this. That gun will never be used ever again. And that's just shitty because I don't want to sit there and only people are using the PP90 or whatever the hell that thing was in 2042. It
But
just
Yeah.
honestly, I
it
think
just
that
sucks for
will
me on doing that.
we can't avoid that regardless if they take the skill tree out or
I
not, because
will.
there's going to be people out there. It's going to be meta videos
You're
out
meta.
regardless of the videos. Me personally, I don't watch those. I don't care what you say is the best weapon. I'm gonna body you with
Yeah.
whatever I pick up. That's just how I am. I feel like
That's a threat
you
to
should be.
everybody.
I just feel like you should be able
Nobody's
to,
on
yeah,
notice.
use whatever you want. If they had a skill tree, I think that'd be fantastic. But I think the main thing I want them to bring back is the squad. What was it? I don't know what is actually. Oh, the squad upgrade system. So the more that you worked as a squad, the more that you were in proximity of your squad, the more the better perks that you would get. So you would get level.
I'm
You would,
down for that.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
level up as a squad. So maybe you can spawn in immediately. Like your respawn time was slower, or you could throw out two supply boxes at a time. And also, these
Yeah.
upgrades were specific to the class that you were in. So if you were support, your perk would be, oh, I can throw out two supply boxes instead of one. So it
Yeah.
incentivizes team play. I want more of that. I need that.
Okay, so basically, and that was going to be my caveat to the skill tree. So aside from doing the skill tree, and you talked about the squad getting certain bonuses, depending on what you accomplish in game. So would you guys agree with having because the squad's got to play together. I don't care
Absolutely.
what you do. I've been in Battlefield 4, 3, and 4 where I have been wanting to spawn on a teammate, some fucking rando, and I would just get no benefit out of spawning on him because he's running into a full team and dying. So I would venture to say, with them keeping somewhat of the same style of gameplay from Battlefield 4, I feel like in game at least you should get some kind of squad bonus because you get a squad
Absolutely.
bonus in like Apex if you're in a party. Doesn't mean your teammates are good. So depending on what you're doing in game, I feel like you guys should get. I feel like we should get a squad bonus in game that allows
Right.
us to, let's say, if we come under heavy fire, right? We should be able to get a squad bonus that allows us to retreat to a different a different section of the area that we're fighting in to allow us to get better position to engage, an enemy squad. How do you
Right.
guys feel about that?
I'm all for it. I'm all for anything that incentivizes team play. Now, honestly, you're always going to have those people that, go off and do their own thing. But
Me.
I think you will not. But there should be things like, because you remember back in Battlefield 4, if you a good squad leader is tagging objectives. When you get there, you get that bonus for following squad orders. Like I want all of that back, like extra XP for working together. Uh,
Yeah,
X
yeah,
like all of that for being in proximity, extra XP for being in proximity of a squad leader, a squad member, or squad leader. Maybe y'all working together get a team. Maybe it's 150 XP instead of 100 for getting an assist kill.
okay,
Like all of that. All we
okay.
we need all of that back.
So I'm glad you said that. So now let's talk about because it's going to incentivize for the random teammates to work together. So in order for you to receive that squad bonus, you have to be working within the objective of the squad. That being said, the skill distribution. How do you guys think that's gonna? What kind of factor do you guys think that's gonna play in
Battlef-
Battlefield 6?
Battlefield has always had skill based matchmaking, but it's never been aggressive to the point of like COD or like anything of that nature, or Apex, honestly,
Yeah,
because sometimes even when I'm playing Apex, you know that when you lose the game, I hate being pandered to, honestly. So
yeah,
I don't like it when it feels like my interactions in the game are just being calculated by an algorithm. And at the most, the casual playlist should be just general pop, unless your KD is like a point 50 and below. But other than that, if
yeah,
it's above, if it's point 50 and above, and I'm sorry, you're playing in here with general population. There shouldn't be much of a like skill distribution. It shouldn't even be aggressive. So
yeah.
I and
What
I
do you think, G?
yeah, I feel like I've been talking.
All right, take a sip of something. God
Okay.
dang, over there just breathing on the mic all heavy. I
Hey,
think Battlefield is anything that benefits group play in the game is warranted. That's what I want. Just kind of I need and just in general life. Like if you're gonna be a leader, I need you to call shit out. I don't care
yeah,
what we do. I don't care if the whole squad gets wiped. Point in the damn direction and let us go. Like, let's go. Let's all die together, or we're gonna win together.
Yep.
But I do think if you're going to work as a team, there should be bonus perks to it, especially because a lot of the stuff that you're working to is going to be unlocked based on the level that you are. So
Right.
something like that Need for Speed Heat did that I thought was really cool, that obviously you could level up your crew or your clan or whatever it is. I know Division does that type of stuff too. I think
Yeah.
it's something that is like that. Like if you do have a core group or a clan that you play with, that would be really cool if you get extra perks doing it that way. But you should get extra points. I don't know. That's a really interesting question.
Well,
Um,
I feel like you're onto something though, because
or
if it's not squad, if it's not a squad bonus you get in game, then at the very
I
least, if you create a clan or an alliance or whatever between the people that you're playing with, I feel like you should get perks. So like as soon as you load in a game, the perks pop up like, hey, you get this, that, and a third because you're playing with an alliance or you're playing
Right.
with a clan. I feel like you're onto
now
something right there.
I think would be something cool though that if you were labeled as lead or whatever they call it, whatever squad leader, that you get an extra perk or some type of skill set that you can see. What's the best way I can kind of say it? Momentum changing on certain like objectives that you should focus on that you're nearby. That would be super
Okay.
cool. Like say like if we're over by Alpha, but Bravo's really starting to get taken, you should be able to see okay, maybe that's something we need to go focus on. Not saying that's something they would do, but that'd be really cool. Like you have extra battle sense or whatever the hell it's called.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I do think that they need to lean more into squad base. And honestly, it sounds weird, controversial, unpopular opinion. But if you're a squad leader and you're not using squad commands, I don't think you should be able to alleviate it. I think you should be able to lose points if you are not going to operate as a leader.
Well, the
Okay.
previous battlefields actually, if you don't give us, if somebody requests to be or requests a command from you, and you don't give
And
it
you don't
within
give
30
it,
seconds, it actually takes it away and gives that to the next person. So,
right?
absolutely, they need to bring that system back because I hate being on a squad where nobody's giving
Running
orders
around
and
aimlessly.
right running
Yeah.
aimlessly, and we're not getting like the XP advantage, or we're just not. What are we doing? Like we're just here, just messing around. I'm not here to do
Yeah.
that. I'm here.
I'll
Yeah.
play
I'm pre-
COD for that. I'm not playing
Yeah.
Battlefield for
Right,
that.
Facts.
exactly.
Facts.
And another thing about Battlefield is you're not carrying a team. I don't care if you get in there and hop into a helicopter and get 100 kills. This is the one
Okay.
game where none of that matters. I'm
Do
sorry.
you know what I want? Do you want to know what I want? Honestly,
A server browser?
truthfully, that too. I would really like that. I want all my medics to come back.
Yes, for the love
I
of
want my
God.
medics to come back. I want my medics.
I'm tired. I'm
Please.
tired of reaching out
Please.
and then watching them run past me.
Bro, literally a
I
medic
mean,
is teabagging me.
yo,
Bro, pick me up.
y'all.
Pick
I
me
mean,
up.
you guys got a medic right here in this chat.
I
Okay, good.
understand, but I need the 800 other people on my team to be
Yeah.
a medic.
Ye-
Battlefield is not a individual sport. I do not
No,
care
brother.
about your KD. Every person that fully dies in the game takes a respawn away. I need you to get me up.
Yeah,
I don't care if you
exactly.
like me.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like chocolate ice cream. Get my ass up. Come on.
I can tell you right now, like my entire flow when playing Battlefield 4 was that I always the classes that I picked, right, was a support and engineer, just because the game sense, not even my skill in Battlefield 4, but my game sense, I'm able to look at the HUD and be able to see my team. And when they need help, I'm in support. If they need a vehicle blown up, I'm the first one out there. I've always been
No
that way
key.
in any kind of in any kind of game that I've ever played. And I feel like because they're bringing these support the classes back, they need to put more emphasis, like you said, Cal. Like it'll incentivize wanting to play the variety instead of just pinpointing on one. But the class is appealing to
Right.
those the class is appealing
Completely.
to the player that normally plays support. And you were talking about the XP, like the bonuses and stuff in game. What about if, because you're playing in a squad, you not only unlock the bonuses, but you may unlock some perks, or you may have access to certain vehicles in the game. How do you guys feel about that one?
Well,
I
first off, I'm
think
gonna tell you right now, you keep talking all sexy like that, I might download 2042 real quick because Cal and I were just demons on there because I'd just be Dozer and he would run behind me as I had the shield up, just causing terror everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think vehicles. I think you should get extra. If you spend a lot of time in the jet, then I think you should be rewarded for that. I think anything that you spend
Yeah.
time in, you should be rewarded for that. I don't think you should hop in the jet and automatically get the perks of like I don't know what the
Okay.
perks would be for like flying a jet or a tank or anything like that. Maybe better
Uh,
maneuverability if you spend a lot of time in the tank.
yeah.
But I want stuff like customization as far as like if you stick within your support assault recon, you get skins, you get skin tiers if you stay
Mm,
within and like if you keep using weapons that are
Oh,
made for that class, then you start unlocking skins and more customization
mm,
for that class as long as you stick within the role. That's the thing. Like
Ghosts will never get off the game
right,
if it comes down
exactly.
to
But
skins.
I'm not getting off the game if they
the
do that
skins? I'm
because
letting you know
Yeah.
right now. I'm
because
letting you know right now. If they have a blacked out get up, I'm not leaving.
see,
I'm in. I'm
not
in all
only
day.
that, but it's information at a glance, is what we were talking about last week. It's important for these classes to be distinct because when I see your outfit, I should know already what you're bringing. I should know that, hey, there's got to be somebody with an RPG here, and I look at you like, oh, hey, that's your role. I need you to take care of that.
You know,
So aesthetics are a big thing.
Yes,
well, and
yeah,
here's also the thing. So I know you didn't play like Helldivers with us, but there's
Yeah.
kits that we bring in, right? And we do. It's a little chaotic. The game is a little all over the place, but we
Yeah.
each play a role, and it's just we'll be running. Obviously, Cal does what Cal does. I can't really describe what the hell he does, but he'll just be running. He'll tag a Bile Titan. You don't need to worry about the Bile Titan because I'm going to take it out. That's all you need to know. If there's something big on the map, I got it because I'm bringing all the firepower, no matter what it is, and I'll bring a bomb backpack, and I will sacrifice myself to take it off
Yeah.
the map.
I've seen
But
X in there.
yeah, it's not great, but it is what we do. The one thing I do want, and this will be my last kind of thing because I don't want this to drag out for 2 hours. I really want to be able to shoot people out of vehicles day one.
yes,
They should not have
Yeah.
armored
Yeah.
fucking plating where I'm gonna get ran over by a fucking Humvee all day, but I can't knock them out of it. That is
Yeah.
absolutely
right.
disgusting, and they need to get rid of that day one.
And my
At
last
the lowest
thing
level.
that I want to add is I remember in
I
Battlefield
want friendship. Oh, sorry.
we already got that. But my last thing
Yay.
I remember in Battlefield 4 where if you were using an LMG and you were shooting at somebody, it would cause like a suppression effect on the person who was being shot at. I want stuff like that to return. I also would
Yep.
like, since we are playing on a more powerful console, I think, like we were talking about in text, I think it'd be really nice to have weapon quirks in the game. So,
Yes.
like, if you're playing in a cold environment, you're using a weapon that's not really designed for that. Maybe that weapon freezes up. Maybe you got to do like a little,
Okay.
like I don't know, like a quick time event.
Function check.
Yeah, function check just to get the weapon moving again. Or if you used a weapon that's for like normally used in the snow, you don't have to worry about that. But that weapon is not as powerful as the one that's going to freeze up. Just stuff like that. More decisions being made before you get on the battlefield, I think, would be nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just want an immersive experience for once.
Um, I my last thing to add before, so we don't spend a whole lot of time on here. I know I asked a whole bunch of questions, but
You're fantastic.
to caveat off of what Cal said, like it's about the experience. Like you're gonna come in here. We already got a 3-man team coming in here. We may need a fourth. So like it's about the experience, being able to immerse yourself fully into a game, and the game and you yourself as a player in the game, Battlefield, that entire experience. We've all three of us have history with the game, um, and I feel like if we're able to get that. not just off of what we've played in the past, but what we've seen in this video coming out. I feel like we're gonna get that in this game whenever it drops. And my last question, because I know it's all about the itch, right? So this last question, just based off of what you read, both of you, what you read, what you've seen on the video, and our talk tonight, will it scratch that itch?
Oh, absolutely, because nothing else has, like, for the past 2 to 3 years. It has
I'll
to.
tell you right now, it better look like that. Sorry, you can bleep this. That better look like that fucking trailer.
I don't
It
think.
it better be an itch like I'm about to scratch my ass.
I
It
don't
better
think
be
EA
like
can
the
take.
worst ass itch.
Right. I don't think EA could take another, like, that amount of rage again. Because now you're talking about this game might be $80 instead of 70 because they're trying to,
It's
test
okay.
it out. So if you're gonna make me pay $80 for this, it better be one of the
Well,
best launch experience I've had in years.
well, I'll also tell you this: we're gonna find out in about a week,
Right.
of what this is really gonna be
Well,
like.
actually,
And if
glad that you
it's
said that. It's actually, by the time, just let our audience know, for those who are watching, by the time this video comes out, the multiplayer reveal trailer will be out. And we will
well,
definitely make a video on that. But go ahead, Gus.
no, I'm telling you, if it comes out shaky, that shit will be dead on arrival
Absolutely.
because you have a year to try and fix it, and you better fucking try to fix it because that community is gonna let you know in the comments
Immediately.
90 seconds into it,
Right.
and it's gonna be rough, or it's gonna be magnificent. And I hope it does because I need it to be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want it to fail. But,
'Cause
yeah.
if we don't tell you, the people that the streamers, Stone Mountain, I know a lot of these guys, Shroud, are gonna come back. Like all of these dudes are gonna come back and play this fucking game. And if we don't tell you,
Yeah, you'll
they
know.
gonna tell you.
But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I'm pretty sure we've exhausted all our thoughts and feelings about it. Let us know
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
tired of
comments.
this.
Let us know in the comments what you thought of the trailer, what you're looking forward to the most out of the next Battlefield. Let us know if you're even bothering to pay any attention to it, just based off of EA's history and how they've treated this franchise over the years. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an episode. And we will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Night night.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.